was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Hello?
You see how I did that? I rang the phone, then I stopped and waited for someone to talk.
Unlike what I did last week?
Unlike what you did last week. Here
where I rang over your talking.
That's right. I'm still not over it. You can tell.
I can tell. I mean, if I didn't know it, I swear we were doing the show the very next day.
This really is.
You could hold a grudge for a week.
Yeah, this really has become a mandatory phone call of friendship, man. It's getting crazy over here.
It's getting harder and harder, isn't it?
For one of us. I'm saying
you don't know what it's like to be me, man.
No, I think I pretty much do. I think it's a lot of la 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 Jesus la 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 la. Oh. I think it's a lot of that. I really do, and I think that's great that you can live such a content life. Whereas I've been going down too many rabbit holes lately. Are you familiar with Aldous Huxley?
Who's this person now?
Aldous Huxley is an author. Wrote a book called Brave New World. You wouldn't like it.
No.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it. I kind of got to him because I've been listening to podcasts and watching the Sean Ryan Show and Joe Rogan, all stuff that's bad for me that I know I shouldn't watch, but I watch anyway because I do glean some knowledge or at least some questions from some of these shows.
Well, they're kind of smart. Both of those are very, very smart shows.
I suppose, but there's this one woman who I've been going down the rabbit hole with her all week, and her name is Diana Pasulka or some shit. But she's a professor of religious studies at the University of North Carolina in Wilmington, and she specializes in like Catholic history. She, says she's a Catholic, has been to the Vatican. I mean, she's got some fascinating stuff that she has learned by, researching and doing the work and being on the ground. And, she talks a lot about everything from different religions and where they came from to how they tie into UAPs and non-human intelligence. And she's kind of gone down the rabbit hole a little bit about how angels and demons might be extraterrestrials, and the way that they were perceived by the people who wrote those books of the Bible in a very primitive time, that these people just didn't have understanding or even a concept of. It'd be like us trying to give a cell phone to a monkey, or a cell phone to a caveman, not even a monkey, a caveman. Yeah. And maybe they see a UFO and something comes out of it and is communicating with them, and if it's trying to help them, it's an angel. If it's trying to scare them, it's the devil. It's a demon. And she kind of hypothesizes that that's where the whole angel and demon thing started, that there are good NHI and there are not so good NHI. And again, it's way more complicated than I'm simplifying it to be. I mean, she goes on to talk about, she was talking with the producer from Game of Thrones about AI. She's very fascinated with AI. And I guess, he wanted to ask her a bunch of questions about what she thought about, AI and, the involvement of non-human intelligence. And, she kind of said, from some of the things that she studied, a lot of these NHI are kind of a hive mind sort of thing, like you would have in Star Trek with the Borg.
Okay.
And the thing that makes us interesting to them is we're not a hive mind. We're all single individual minds. None of us are connected. But with them, they all know what each other is thinking all the time. There are no secrets. And can you imagine what that would do to our society and to mankind if we could all just immediately read each other's thoughts? If we knew, I would know exactly where you stand. You would know exactly.
We wouldn't have any politicians.
We certainly wouldn't. Well, we wouldn't need them. We certainly wouldn't. We wouldn't need politicians. Everyone would know. You meet somebody, I instantly know everything you're thinking. I know everything about you, and vice versa.
Right.
She goes into a lot of detail about that. She talks about social media and how it might be a weapon that was developed by I don't know who. And what it's done to, our kids' generation is basically it's won a war. War right now is being fought in Ukraine against Russia. What if that's like the last conventional war? The war is already over with kids. These kids have got to have these devices and social media to validate their entire existence. And how are they going to age with that kind of upbringing? Well, what's the future going to look like with them, with these dopamine addicted to their devices kids and their parents, us? We're just as bad sometimes.
Right.
But I'm not. I know how to put my phone down and walk. If my phone disappeared tomorrow, I would say, oh, thank God. Our kids would not say that. Our kids would lose their fucking minds.
Oh, I've seen it happen where people, like, you could just walking around a store and watch your mom trying to punish her kid by taking away their iPad or phone away, and you would have thought that I said, I never cried that much when I got put on restriction for 2 months. And that was when you could go outside and you wanted to.
You can't take dopamine away. This lady, Dr. Diana, talks about Plato's Republic, which I was forced to read when I was in high school. And it's do you know the story of Plato's Republic?
No.
It's an allegory where, let's just, how do I simplify it? Everybody lives in a cave, and they're all kind of hidden away in this cave, and that's their life, but it's all normal to them. Anything is normal to anybody if that's what you know. Anything can become normal, and that's what Plato's Republic is about. So these people all live in this cave, and they have their little community, and they all are surviving just fine in their ignorant bliss. Well, one of them gets out. And they see the real world, and they're like, holy shit, I got to go back and tell everybody what's really out here. And they go running back and tell everybody what's out there, and they get looked upon like they're crazy, and it's like, kill him, kill the heretic. And Brave New World is kind of a sequel to Plato's Republic. And this story kind of keeps repeating itself and being told more and more frequently. Do you remember Logan's Run in 1975?
Yeah, 76? We were just talking about that a couple of shows
Logan's Run is basically Plato's Republic. So if you understand Logan's Run, you understand Plato's Republic. Then we had 1984, which is a little dark. Right. Then we have The Matrix, Plato's Republic. It's just a little bit different. The story keeps getting told and told again, and it kind of seems like that keeps happening because maybe there's some group or something that's keeping us from evolving to whatever we are actually capable of. They are literally keeping us sheep. And that's one of the first things that the Bible says. Who's going to inherit the earth?
The meek.
Correct. And do you know why? Because they can't have any critical thinkers around to fuck things up. They want the sheep to be around. And I don't know why. And that's what the big question is,
I know they talk about that openly now in church about spiritual warfare. So I believe that. I've always believed that anyway.
So explain to everybody what. No, don't just say it. Explain to me what spiritual warfare is.
There are good spirits and there are bad spirits, and they both want you.
Okay. Let's just say, hold on. Let's just say they get me. One of them gets me. What are they going to do with me?
Well, it's actually your choice because that's if you believe in God.
Let's say that I choose to go with one. Then now what? It's like what happens? Trump is a perfectly good example of a dog. No, dude, listen to this. I figured this out last week. Trump is a good example of a dog chasing a car. A dog wouldn't know what to do if he ever caught the car, but he's sure going to make a hell of a lot of noise doing it and have a great time doing it. But Trump caught the car. And now he doesn't seem to know what to do with it. He's just kind of running around in circles and chasing his tail.
Well, you remember that guy that Dr. Solkini wrote that book a long time ago. They couldn't get it published.
I don't remember what was in the book.
And he shared us the book he shared the book with us. It was the book about becoming the president. And when you get up there and you start hearing about all this stuff and you can't talk about any of it.
Well, that's probably true.
And it was like a thing like that. And then in the Christian world, God wants you to choose your destiny, and He would really like you to be with Him. However, if you're not interested, He ain't making you. But fortunately
but wait a minute. But hold on. But he loves us all and will forgive us all.
Yes. All you got to do is choose it.
That's
some
really
people don't
confusing.
choose forgiveness. Like I never chose forgiveness ever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I decided I'm going to start, for allowing myself forgiveness for all my mistakes.
So hold on. Are there different levels of forgiveness? Like, say you have somebody who's a mass murderer.
No,
and
I don't
raped
know.
and killed
I don't
kids.
know. I'm not
and
God.
And then he's like, you know what? I'm real sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Jesus,
I'm not God, so I don't
apologize.
know. But I just know that.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel?
My understanding is, no matter who you are or what you did, that if you're truly sorry and he knows, and we could say we're sorry all day long. How many times a day do you say you're sorry for something? I mean, let's say you bump into a random stranger and you say, excuse me, sorry.
I stepped on the dog a little bit ago, made her yelp, and I didn't see her. And I was like, I'm so sorry. So
and sometimes you mean it, like you probably meant it. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes you don't mean it, or sometimes it's really, I'm sorry. Like for me, it used to be sorry I got caught.
Oh, yes. Well, so I also watch a lot of police chase videos on YouTube, and that's every damn one of them that get caught. Is like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. You're not sorry. You're only sorry you got caught. Don't just stop it. Stop saying you're sorry. Say what you mean.
I also one of my favorite places to do this was hovered over a toilet bowl. Was saying, God, if you could just get me through today, and I swear I'm never going to drink again. Mm-hmm. Never. This is it. No more partying for me. 2 days. That cartoon one, like was it SpongeBob? Goes 2 days later.
Yeah.
And then I'm back on.
There's.
I'm at the Button South at 6 a.m.
Guzzling Jägermeister.
Or 4 a.m. That's right. It was a 4 a.m. club. But it's like, it's like so. So I understand spiritual warfare, and I do believe that, and I don't know who they are, but it kind of makes sense to me that spirits could be, because a lot of people think that the spirits, like for example, some people think that the fallen angels, which are the ones that left with Lucifer, was the giants that we hear about and that we've seen bones of and everything else.
I've never actually seen anything more than pictures of those bones of giants. Whatever happened to all those bones? Did they get swept away with the Ark of the Covenant and at the end of Indiana Jones? I mean, where are they?
I don't know. That's interesting, because I also heard an interesting thing the other day where somebody was talking about dinosaurs. Yeah. And said, how do we know what they look like? We're literally just putting bones together and say, this looks like it, and then we draw a picture around it.
They might have had feathers for all we know.
And it blew me away, because I'm like, you know what? You're right, because we have only what we found frozen, which we found. Apparently we found. Only thing I know of that we found that I can remember was a woolly mammoth, right?
Yeah.
Which was basically a hairy elephant, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Bigger though.
Yeah, and of course they would have to be hairy, because where were they found? They were
it's cold. He was in the Arctic. Yeah.
It's just like there's all kinds of stuff out there you kind of half know. For example, I grew up with a white Jesus. Hold on,
and this is why I want you to listen to Dr. Pasulka talk about religious history, because she is a practicing Catholic. She is a person of faith, but she goes down rabbit holes and tries to get to the bottom of, okay, well, let's figure out where the Bible actually came from. It was actually written in Greek. The Bible that we have now was written in Greek in the 4th century. That's freaking 400 years later. I mean,
based off of scrolls and tablets.
Well, there's also the Dead Sea Scrolls, which she talks about, what she doesn't read. I think those are in Aramaic, or nobody can really read those.
Right.
So people have tried to translate them, and I don't know what kind of success they've had. But she even said that she has a friend who studies those, but she admitted she doesn't know a lot about the Dead Sea Scrolls, because I don't think anyone really does. And it's all very fascinating if you look at other people's perspectives. I like to look at all sides before I make a decision.
What was that lady's name again?
Her name is Diana, and you spell her last name Pasulka. And she's been on the Danny Jones podcast, and she's been on the Sean Ryan show, and she's been on Joe Rogan. And she's a great professor. She is that professor that you would never miss her class. she talks in English. I mean, she talks so that I can understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I've run across people like that sometimes that are just really plain English and understanding. And I have right now, the pastor we have is a pastor that used to teach at the teach religious studies and things like that at the University in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. And that's what's cool about him is he explains things, and then he doesn't think there's such a thing as a dumb question. Like you can ask him, you can walk up to him and ask him anything, and you never get chastised.
Oh no,
he'll even tell you. He'll even say like, well, people say this, people say that. But he'll say my name, and I go, me. Waylon is his first name. Waylon thinks this. In other words, they don't really know, but this is his opinion.
Right.
And I love that because it's nothing, we don't know. You don't know until unfortunately, you won't know until it's too late.
My daughter asked me a long time ago, she said, why when I ask Mom a question, does she just like stop talking? And I said, oh, it's because she doesn't know the answer and she's afraid to look stupid. There's a lot of people like that who are afraid to look stupid. But when I don't know the answer to a question, I get excited because, I have an opportunity to learn something now. And that's what I told Dana. I said, smart people actually are the first to admit that they don't know something, and let's go find the answer. That is the mark of a smart person, not a person who freezes or makes something up to try to sound smart. The best thing to do is just say, I have no freaking idea, but I can sure find out because I have this device in my hand that holds all the knowledge of mankind that goes all the way to space that I yell at when it's too slow, and it's called an iPhone.
It's good to ask questions. It's good to be curious about things. There's a lot of stuff out there that's not really. It's in black and white because it's technically in print, but it's like not necessarily exact, And then, in other words, too, we got to remember the Greek words for things a lot of times don't translate well to the English version of that because it's not quite the same. Mm-hmm. Which I found out when we were we just did a whole thing on. We did 8 months every Wednesday on Revelations, and it was really interesting. The Greek word for so and so is, I can't remember specifics, but it was like, what it meant was this, it's still like that takes a whole different perspective out of it now. It's like, oh, okay, because I don't know. There was a lady I saw one time. She was on one of those religious channels, and she was talking. You ever hear of Jonathan?
Her name, please tell me her name was not Tammy Faye anything.
No, Jonathan Kahn, right? Have you ever heard of him? He wrote books and stuff like that. He's a rabbi out of New Jersey. He was on, and then and he's the one that wrote the. Oh gosh, now I can't remember the name of the book. Never mind. Anyway, it all has to do with the 9/11 and the curse over America. And all this stuff
the curse.
Okay. So he had this lady on, and she was her kids kept coming up and asking her questions about the faith. They were Jewish, and asking her questions about the faith, and she was like frustrated because she couldn't quite explain it to them. And it's one of those things where you can't do that. You just go, way I was raised is just go with it. Mm-hmm. That's the end of it. Stop asking so many questions. And so what she did was she got these Greek Greek and Hebrew scholars that knew how to read the old Hebrew. Mm-hmm. And they translated is it the Torah? Is that right? Did I get that right?
Yeah,
I can't remember which is
which.
This
sounds like a bunch of Nostradamus bullshit. Is what
and what she did was they translated everything into today's Hebrew.
Yeah.
And that way the kids could read it and had a clearer picture of what they were trying to say instead of just don't ask me any questions. And she went out of her way to get that done. And I thought it was kind of neat. It's I think it's called the Green Tree something or other.
Yeah.
I wish I should have wrote it down because I wanted to buy that.
I think I stumbled across him on a podcast once. So speaking of when you don't know things, that's what I Arbitron rated number 1?
No, not Arbiter. No? Arbor something. Harbinger.
Harbinger of
Did
knowledge.
I get that right?
Harbinger of death.
No, that's the name. That's what Jonathan Kahn wrote the books.
Right. Okay.
They're actually pretty good.
That's when we were talking about knowledge. Dr. How the hell do you pronounce her last name? I think it's Pasulka, I think it is. She was we were talking about angels and demons a minute ago, and I just remembered she said something that she said a lot of things in the Bible aren't portrayed. Really nothing is portrayed as being extraterrestrial. But demons are everywhere, and they're portrayed as being bad. Well, Mark, think about this. What if the demons were just non-human intelligence that these people simply didn't understand what they were saying or didn't like what they were saying? And that makes them scary and bad. Does that make sense?
Got to remember now that the people that were in charge of the Jews back in those days thought Jesus was a crazy lunatic. And
oh my God! I saw a stand-up comedian. I got to say, you don't have Instagram though. I saw a stand-up comedian explain the whole thing very eloquently, and he said, imagine if Jesus had come back in this day and age. And he talks about, he's like, it all starts off with the Romans going to HR and just saying, hey, this guy Jesus over here, he's pissing us all off. And the Jews are there with him, they're like, yeah, we don't know what to do about this guy because he comes down and we already have a perfectly good God that we're fine with. Things are going fine. And then this guy shows up out of nowhere. Yeah. And we don't know where he came from.
That's about right.
he's saying that he's this. He's saying that he's God and that we should be dealing with him. I don't want to deal with him. Why should I have to deal? He's doing all these miracles. He's turning water. We don't care about. We got a guy. We don't need him. Can we get rid of this guy? And the Romans are like, we'll do it. And he just goes into this whole tirade about how I will have to screen record it and send it to you because it's hilarious. And it really...
The only thing he got wrong was the Romans didn't say they would do it. They said he didn't do anything wrong. Leave him alone. And they said, nope. So then anyway. When I washed my hands, and I said, okay, here we got this guy that's a murderer, and we got him. Which one do you want to be free?
Boy,
we'll take the murderer.
If I could find that, I would.
We'll
play
take for all of us.
Are we allowed to play clips off of Instagram? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think they own property.
Oh yeah, it's owned by yeah. All right, fine. I'll just send it to you, and you can absorb it yourself and laugh because the guy's very, very funny. Hey, we should take a break. We've talked a lot about nothing funny for 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Let's take a break.
Also, was our phone call ever funny?
No.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, so interesting thing I saw, like all the radio stations are talking about now. That's why I wanted to bring it up because by the time this thing airs, it'll be over, and so are their divorce. But did you see the ColdPlay?
Oh yeah,
the ColdPlay canoodling.
Yeah. It's some IT company. It's called Astronomer, but this guy's worth like $1 billion, and he's up there in the stands with his side piece, who happens to be his director of HR. So who do you report that to?
He's $500 million,
right? Yeah, $500 million now. By the time you're hearing this. He's at least less than $500 million. But dude, there's just so much comedy on the internet that was going around for that. That I wish this was live because it would be so much more topical than it is to everyone listening right now.
Yeah, he was brilliant though. His reaction was perfect.
He
let her go, and then he sunk down.
If they hadn't done anything, nobody would have ever heard about it. It would have been like, hey, if they would have just waved, hey everybody, woo, and nobody would have said shit. But no, and the lady's hiding her face. Like, it's too late. It's already done. Don't be hiding. Now you look guilty.
And their friends are laughing their butt off, man. Oh,
First
my gosh.
First of all, in the workplace, everybody knows who's banging who in the work. Everything. Yes. Nobody thinks that. I miss working at a place where I haven't worked at a place like that for years. We haven't had any inter-office secret romances. Got to be 15 years where I work now. Which is, easy because there's like 7 of us there now, so none of that's going to happen. But back in the day, we had a couple going on.
Offices,
And when I worked at the first TV station I worked at, I won't say where that was, but the general manager was banging his like secretary who was 20 years younger than him, and they were both married. And we all knew. Yeah. Everyone knew. It was. We would joke about it. And the chief engineer and the production person they would always go on vacation at the same time, and they would never say where they were going. And it was just one of those, oh, I'll be gone. I'm going to be gone for the next week and a half, and I'll be back. And then, the vacation time shows she'd be gone, and it's like, hey, where's the chief engineer? He's on vacation for a week and a half. And then they both come back on the same day, and they're both super tan, and only one of them is talking about the wonderful cruise they were just on. It's like, oh, that's why he's so tan, because you guys weren't doing night swimming, if you know what I mean. But,
so let me see. Have you ever been involved in an office romance?
I refuse to answer that question on the grounds that, what is it, Fifth Amendment? I like to take the Fifth Amendment at this time, and I would like to say that is not something I want to talk about.
I was going to say, my sponsor knows.
Yeah. There's probably... Now, allegedly, let's see this. I've been accused of about a half a dozen, and I think 3 of them are true. 1, 2... Yeah, 3. 3 of them are true. The other 3 are not. Does that make sense?
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
So, are you just friends with the other ones?
That's how it starts, yeah.
Oh, I know, but you never went through with the other 3. So you only went through with 3 of them.
2 of the 3 I sure did.
Yeah.
A lot. But I was young. I was in my 20s. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Oh, man, I didn't. Yeah, I was so stupid back then. I didn't care about anything. And then you think about it, it's like, you just don't care.
No,
it's
you didn't.
It's such a selfish act.
Well, you do it.
And you're like, just out for some
you do
fun,
it for so many different reasons. You do it. Maybe you're miserable in the relationship that you're in now, or maybe that you're young and this person seems to like me, and nobody needs to know, and she has a boyfriend, but he's kind of an asshole, and I'm seeing somebody, but it's not really serious, so. Doesn't matter if I juggle 2 or 3. I mean, something goes bad with 1 or 2 of them. I still got the other one. It's going to be fine. It all works out for me.
Because I think that's been going on since there has been an office.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, and that's why ColdPlay could make funny tweets about what happened at their concert together. Did you see?
What was their tweet?
It's a very thoughtful tweet by the ColdPlay. Right after that happened, they came out with a tweet that said, starting with our next show, we're introducing camera-free audience sections for people and their side pieces. Side pieces.
That is funny.
That's a great name.
That is very funny.
There's another related
ColdPlay
tweet here from somebody I don't recognize, but it says, remember how the boomers made us all, we got to get back to the office. Now, Yeah, well, the boomers apparently hate remote work because it precludes them from having affairs with their colleagues.
Yeah, the internet affairs, it's not as much fun.
No. Just, dude, some of the memes are hilarious. Somebody posted a picture of Jeffrey Epstein, on a cell phone, and he's got his arm around Ghislaine, however you pronounce it, that girl's name. And the caption says, I'm going to tell my kids this was taken at a ColdPlay concert. It's the same pose.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Dude, they just go on and on, man. There's one of Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd sitting at his desk looking all stern, holding a picture. And it says, now here's a couple of knuckleheads that didn't think things through. And it's a picture of the 2 of them.
That's so him.
Dude, the best one, I'm just going to show it to you, and I want you to explain it to the audience. Can you see it there? Can you see who it is?
Okay, so, there's Fred.
Fred Flintstone.
And he's hugging...
That's Betty Rubble.
Betty. That's right, Betty.
Barney's wife. Dude, there's just a million. There's so many more. We don't have time to explain this. The
so what do you what do you think happens with this now? Can he use this to help him in any way?
No,
or this is just this is a burial.
This is his wife's going to need $500 million, and it's probably going to be the
shut up money.
Yeah, the HR lady's probably going to be in trouble. Maybe she'll sue him because. She's the head of HR and didn't have anyone to report to. I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know.
Yeah, because
I don't know
and she felt like if she didn't let him hug her, that she would not be able to keep her job.
Right. I was doing it to further my career because I was I felt threatened. I didn't threaten you. No, but I felt threatened.
I felt
right. Yeah,
yes.
I felt it's like when I got in trouble for calling somebody stupid. I had to tell the HR, I didn't call them stupid. I asked them if they were stupid. There's a big difference. So you're saying you asked if they were stupid. I'm like, yes, but it was a legitimate question. It was very pertinent to the situation.
Yeah. I saw that. I was going through the reels and I ran across MJ up on there from your neck of the woods. From Tampa.
The radio guy. Yeah. He used to be on FLZ 30 years ago.
And he had a thing, and a survey was, would you leave your wife or your significant other for $1 million? And the survey that he had, 63% people said, I'm out.
I thought it would be higher.
I said, man,
really thought it would be higher.
I was like, holy cow, that's pretty sad. I thought, at one time it was like 50-50 on divorce, but I think it's done past that.
Yeah, now. It's 63% now.
Apparently it's 63. And there's a dollar amount.
Yeah, well, I mean, after taxes, do I get to keep
$1 million? You get now, yeah, because after taxes, that's about $500,000 now.
That's like 6 and change, yeah. But do you have to give your ex, all of
half
of that? So now you're down to like $300,000 at the most.
Yeah, that's enough to have pay off some bills.
You could probably just go buy some NVIDIA stock and be fine with that. I'm up 71% on my NVIDIA stock. I'm very happy.
I was like, man, oh man, I saw that. I said, man, honestly, I would not leave my wife for $1 million.
What about for a bunch of NVIDIA stock? No, your wife.
First of all,
you would be doing her a favor. So this is not even a conversation that we're having here.
Not for her.
This doesn't benefit you at all. It only benefits her.
Yes.
This hurts
because I'm not going to find anybody like her.
Now, what do you think if we asked her that question? What would she say, honey?
Oh, I like to call her in, but she's not here.
No, I wouldn't want to put her on that kind of a spot. She would probably not. She would probably not like that question. She's far too nice to be asked such an inappropriate question. She is. I'm not making a joke.
She really is.
I'm seriously not making a joke. I wouldn't ask her that question because that's no.
No, she's a good person.
Yeah, you really married up. You just again. Well, for the first time. Yeah, I shouldn't say again. Again doesn't apply here, does it? No, you can't answer that. You can't answer that. So, hey, la. We could beep that out.
I think I said something, but I'm going to have to beep it out.
I think you were coughing. I didn't hear anything.
What time was it?
Oh, come on. No one's coming after you with a lawyer. It's all right. You're not paying.
Yeah, your friend's not going to tell her anyway.
No,
right?
Nobody's going to know. I don't have friends. Who do I know that knows
Barbara,
your ex?
right? Or what's it?
Who do I know?
No, she doesn't know her. No, our fan.
Oh, Chris. No, she doesn't know her.
Chris.
Yeah. Who the hell? I'm trying to think of your ex-wife, of mutual friends with your.
None.
Who knows your ex-wife that I know?
None.
Yeah, there can't be anybody, right?
No.
Maybe, your son who's listening to this, but he ain't going to say nothing.
No.
He's good.
Yeah. He's glad everything played out the way it did.
Mark, would you have left your first wife for $10?
Yes. Back then I didn't want to leave at all because I just thought that, there was, again, where we were talking about earlier, it's like I just never gave myself a chance to be forgiven and be okay with making a mistake and owning it. So therefore I thought that this is what you get. In the Radiohead song, "This Is What You Get for Messing with Us." That's what I thought I was getting.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't be relating anything to Radiohead because that is the second most depressing band next to The Cure that's ever existed. Please stay out of that headspace. Did you just spit something? You spit your coffee out? What happened?
Yeah, no, water.
You all right?
Yeah.
My dog's dog is bullying me. Why are you biting my knuckles, dog? This dog wants to go outside. I can't say it. Can't say it. Hello, Jane. She doesn't bark anymore. I'd put her up by the microphone and make her bark. So I think she's finally. Do dogs stop barking when they get old? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Or she
they just use it for when they need to.
I think that she just doesn't care about me anymore. If somebody comes in, she's like, "Oh, you're on your own, asshole."
Does she do it? Does she do it? It's like a oof.
She's literally
like lazy bark,
dude. She's scratching at the garage door because she either wants to go for a ride or go outside. What does it matter with you? Yeah. Go back to sleep. I just took her out like 2 hours ago. She's fine. She just
my dog doesn't bark. He just goes oof. Like a lazy bark.
You got this Jewish dog goes, oi, oi, oi.
Oi, vesh me.
This fucking guy over here. All right, do we have to take another break? Because I need to take the dog out if we're taking a break.
Yeah, let's take another break.
All right, hold on. Give me 5 seconds. We're gonna play like 2 commercials, and I'll be back. She's gonna pee fast.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, we're back. The dog has relieved herself, and I have given her a treat, and she is still looking at me like I owe her money. I don't know what's going on with this dog. I do not owe you money. You don't even know what money is. You don't have any pockets. You're a dog.
She thought it was a little short of a walk.
Oh, she's just a little bastard sometimes. I love her so much, though. But, all right, what do we got here? Because I'm actually on vacation this week, and that's why everything we're saying is so dated. And yes. I'm currently in Asheville, North Carolina, watching Widespread Panic for 3 nights of panic.
Watch out for the cam.
I am...
you're single anyway.
I am single. I'm going with single people, so
good.
Nothing. You got nothing on us, other than one of the guys I'm going to be with. He might have some weed. That's why I'm driving. Yeah.
All right. These are top 10 best, and you'll have to judge this because in the 1980s I was on coke.
Oh,
but this is the top 10 best TV plot twists.
Oh.
Of the 80s.
Man, I didn't watch a whole lot of TV. Let's see how much TV I watched in the 80s. I didn't watch either.
I've seen this on repeats, and I believe this is true.
Okay.
In Miami Vice, when Crockett actually became his alter ego, the one he went too deep in cover.
Yeah.
And he became Sonny Burnett.
In
real life.
What did he get? Like amnesia and became? I don't.
No,
remember
he just shot people and everything.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I gotta start watching Miami Vice again.
That's a good one. Yeah, right. That was a good one. I remember that was a good one. Okay, this one I'm not familiar with at all. The show is called Dynasty.
Dynasty. My grandmother watched it. I never watched that.
And it's when Crystal had an evil twin. Soap operas have been doing the evil twin for a long time.
They're still doing it.
So, okay.
You know, hold on. Do you know who started that? The evil twin thing?
No.
Star Trek, when they went to that alternate universe and there was Spock with a beard. Remember that?
I do remember that.
That was evil Spock. That. Yeah, that's how it started.
They stole it from there.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, this happened. This is number 8. Magnum was going to die, and Magnum PI. They thought he was going to die. People thought he was going to die.
And
it was an intended farewell.
Oh.
To die at the end of season 7 from a gunshot wound.
Oh, so they were going to cancel the show, and they thought, well, let's just kill him off. And then the CBS was like, no, one more season.
Pick it back up.
Yeah. No.
And he's okay.
Turns out he's all right. It's just a scratch. He'll be all right. Let's just say he lost his spleen. Nobody knows what that does.
So I remember this show here, but I remember this show was famous because somebody showed their butt. But Hill Street Blues.
I never watched that show.
When Ben Fisk died.
Nope.
He was the captain.
Nope. Never watched that.
Okay. Oh, this one you might know. 1983. The show?
Yeah.
V.
Oh, V for The Visitors. I love that show.
And when the visitors are found to be reptiles.
Yeah, oh God, one of them got punched in the face or something, their skin came off, and it's like, oh, they're lizard people.
Yes. I still believe in that.
Love that show. Yeah, me too. There's where we have common ground. We both believe there are lizard people living beneath the earth.
And this is something interesting because this is Dynasty, and the title of this blows me away because I would have thought I would have heard about this even in my cocaine drunken stupor. The Moldavian Massacre on Dynasty.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. A full massacre, apparently.
Huh?
I don't know, dude. It was quite a bloodbath on that show. I would have never guessed that in a million times.
I'm going to put that in my band name. So it's the Moldavian Massacre. It's a good one.
It's a good one. Most talked about cliffhangers of the 1980s. Season 5.
All right.
Okay, here's a good one.
Yeah.
When Diane leaves Cheers.
Oh, I do remember that, yes, because she wanted to expand her career.
And then she ended up doing a movie where she was like a den mother.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Her career went right into what doctors called the shitter after that happened.
Oh, here's one for you. You might remember this. I know all the girls were talking about this. It was all a dream in Dallas.
Oh, of course, with Bobby Ewing.
Yes. No. Yep. Jr. Yep. No. Jr.
No.
Ewing, right?
No.
Oh, Bobby.
It was Bobby. Yeah, Bobby.
Yes.
So they had they had killed off. When did they kill? Yeah, Bobby was leaving the show, it was Pam's sister who was in love with him, and she ran him over. So Bobby and Pam had decided to finally get back together, and they hadn't seen Pam's sister for a while. She kind of disappeared because she had professed her love to Bobby, and Bobby's like, "Hey, no, man, I don't feel like that. You're my sister-in-law. No, we're not doing that." So she disappeared, and then she shows back up, and she's sitting in a car like underneath the tree out by the driveway. And after Bobby and Pam finally were going to reconcile and get remarried, and she was moving back to South Fork, there's some guys cutting the grass, and Bobby is waving goodbye to her in the driveway. And as he's walking to his car, this car comes out of nowhere and down the driveway and runs Bobby over. No, wait, I'm trying to remember. No, it was supposed to run Pam over. She was going to kill her sister. That's what it was. So the Bobby could be. But then Bobby pushed Pam out of the way. Is that what happened? Dude, it's been 30 years since I saw this.
I know.
Shit. I don't remember. I'll have to go look it up on the internet now. But Bobby got run over by the car, and then she smashed into the landscaping truck, and she was wearing a wig because she was, she was a redhead or something, and she was wearing this like dark wig, and they pulled the wig off. It's like, oh, it's Pam's sister. Oh my God. And she's got blood on her face. She's dead, and Bobby's dead, and Pam is screaming, call an ambulance. And Bobby was dead.
I think I'm going to have to pull that one out. I like to watch some of those old shows.
Oh, I think that
you just got finished watching Desperate Housewives.
Now it's all coming back to me. So then we're at the hospital for the big goodbye, where Patrick Duffy, Bobby Ewing, is overacting very badly, laying there all bandaged up with beep beep beep, and his mom is there. Oh, Bobby, Pam, are you here? I'm here, Bobby. I'm here. Be good to each other. It was so bad. It was so hokey. And then, beep, beep. Oh, and Bobby was dead.
Oh,
and then they did, I think they did at least 2 seasons. And I think Larry Hagman had to go talk to him and just say, hey, the show is dead. It's done. It's dead without you. The ratings are nothing. You have to come back. Hey, you guys killed me off. I can't come back. We're going to make you come back.
It's a soap opera. Yes, you can.
Yeah, it's just exact. You can do whatever you want, man. Yeah, soap back in the late 70s.
Oh yeah,
remember that show? Soap was. I still watch that when it's on.
So it's up on PBS every once in a while.
I see it on one of the 24/7 streaming channels on my totally legal device that I have. And it's still funny. It's to this day, it's very funny. All right, so what else? What other kind of crazy 80s
Number
crap?
two.
Number 2.
It was all a snow globe dream.
Snow globe
Saint
dream.
Elsewhere.
I never watched that show.
Now, I remember Saint Elsewhere. I remember the guy that was on that show. I forgot what his name was. Ed something or other.
Okay.
Big, tall guy. He used to come to the beach in Fort Lauderdale all the time. I'd see him at Penrod's and stuff, hanging out, drinking and partying. But this apparently was when they, I guess it had something to do with one of the kids, and he thought he was in this thing, and it was just a snow globe.
Dumbest goddamn thing I ever
heard.
The
whole show was dumb. Yeah,
it's so stupid.
It was it was the biggest twist, and what was saved for the final moments of the series. Oh boy. They were really struggle bus. You know who else was in that show?
Who?
What's his name?
Do you know?
Yeah, I can see his. Well, look at his face. That's the black guy. What's his? I can't remember. What's the guy's name? He's famous.
Dr. Drake Ramore.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? The black guy.
I do.
What's that guy's name? He was the guy that was he was the pilot in that
Flight.
movie.
Yeah, Flight was the name of the movie. He was also in Man on Fire. His name starts with a D, and there's a Z in there.
Denzel.
There it is.
Denzel Washington. Yeah, he goes, okay. I know he's famous. I just can't remember. He's also one of my favorite movies when he was on the train, on the subway that was going out of control.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And the number one, of course, we just brought it up.
What?
Who Shot JR?
Of course, it's Who Shot JR.
Dallas.
That's, and I can tell you who it was. It was Kristen, who was Sue Ellen's sister, I think, sister-in-law. Dude, it's been so long since I've seen Dallas.
The funny thing about it was, it's a wonder they didn't put real bullets in there like they did for that guy over there on the Baldwin guy.
Oh yeah.
Everyone said they hated that guy.
Who, JR? Hagman?
In real life.
Oh, they loved Hagman. No, everybody loved
hated
Larry.
Him like poison.
Dude, no, everybody loved Larry on the show.
I thought he was a drunk.
No.
A-hole.
No, everybody loved him.
Wasn't he the guy that had got a new liver and then drank that one into the tub too?
Yeah, but that was, these guys drank back then. They drank. He was Major Nelson on Bewitched, goddammit. He was a nice guy. He's an astronaut.
Genie.
I
Dream of Genie.
That's the one, yeah. Let's see. Here on Dallas,
like that show.
Kristen Shepard was JR's sister-in-law and former mistress. She shot him in a fit of anger, and initially JR did not press charges, as Kristen claimed she was pregnant with his child.
Wow.
Yeah. So later, a season later, that child resurfaced because Bobby and Pam couldn't have kids. So Bobby agreed to buy the child for Pam because Pam couldn't have kids, and Pam was.
I like that,
dude. Pam was going to leave him. So Bobby just. I'll give you $50,000.
Wait a minute. So what? He came back to life, but he lost his his bullets.
The dad of Kristen's baby said, "I don't want this baby anymore." So since he's still technically a Ewing, because JR knocked up Kristen, his sister-in-law. This is he's still a Ewing. Maybe you want to buy him from me. So Bobby was like, "Yeah, my wife's been can't get pregnant. She's losing her mind. I'm gonna buy her a baby."
Okay, so Bobby couldn't knock his wife up, so he bought a baby.
Yes, and he bought JR's baby is what he thought it was. So he wasn't intentionally buying it for Pam. He was buying it to rub it in JR's face. I believe the line was, "It's time your chickens come home to roost, JR," if I remember correctly. And then when he comes home with the baby, Pam's like, "Oh, Bobby, you were able to pay off the adoption agency and get us a baby. Oh, I love you, Bobby. Our marriage is saved. I'm not leaving you now." And Bobby's like, "Well, shit, I can't tell her now." So now Bobby's got this secret. And then it went on for a while. Bobby's got a secret and nobody knows but Bobby. And it's eaten both of them alive of who's the baby's father. So Bobby finally tells Pam, "I think it might be JR's baby with his sister-in-law, Kristen, the woman that shot him." And Pam's like, "Well, we got to know for sure. Let's get a blood test." So they're trying to figure out a way to do a blood test to prove that it's JR's baby, but it comes back, it's not even a Ewing baby. It's related to somebody completely different. Wasn't JR's baby. So little Christopher, that was their baby, was raised successfully by Pam and Bobby in a very happy home with his asshole cousin, John Ross, who was JR's son. I know way too much. Me and my grandma loved Dallas. We watched Dallas together.
Here's a problem I have. It's not really a problem, but it's like, here, I was busy getting high as a billy goat.
Yep.
On pills and booze.
I was like 12,
cocaine,
so 10 when that show came out.
And you were watching Dallas.
I was 10 when that came out. I didn't know what booze and pills were yet. I didn't know any of that stuff.
I thought you were living in Florida during that time.
No, man. Dallas came on in 1977 and went all the way to like 1989 or 90.
I spent a lot of time out of touch.
Yeah, clearly. I bet you had a great 80s if only you could remember it.
Yes.
I kind of feel that way about the 90s. I had a great time in the 90s. I remember pieces.
I'm seeing all these bands now going, well, this is the first time I've seen them straight.
Yeah. Yeah, I look at some of my concert ticket stubs and I'm like, did I see them? I don't know. Huh. Well, there's a ticket here. I must have seen them. Why would I go see Toad the Wet Sprocket? Well, here's a concert ticket, though. Must have.
It's free. That record guy was going to buy me dinner first. We went to
we had dinner. I believe we all had dinner with Toad the Wet Sprocket, and we went to the show. I don't remember any of it. I remember the dinner. I remember going to dinner and like, can we get out of here and get the show over? Because I got to work in the morning.
What was that place we would go to up there in Atlanta?
Which one? No, H&H. No, H&H is in Macon. That's the soul food place.
Okay, so was it the S&H or something?
The S&S was where Lou from Lizella worked.
Okay, so there was a place that we go to where they had the hamburgers, hot dogs.
Oh, the hot dogs. Oh, you can't remember the name of that place.
No.
You can't remember.
No.
Think hard.
No.
Do you remember where it was?
It was...
I'm going to give you a hint. It was right by Georgia Tech, right off of 10th Street and Spring Street.
I thought it was like underneath like an overpass or so, right?
It's very near an overpass, yeah.
I remember like not being easy to get to.
I'll give you a hint. It's one word, and it involves a school because of the University of Georgia.
Bulldog?
Nope. One word, 3 syllables. Technically, it's 2 words. There's a "the" in front of it. Nobody said "the." You just call it this.
The Bulldog?
The Varsity.
Oh, that's it. I remember now. Yes,
the Varsity. How do you not remember the Varsity? The Varsity was the best.
Yeah.
Man, when I actually had a layover in Atlanta some years ago, and I hadn't been to the Varsity because we hadn't lived in Georgia since like 97.
Right.
And I purposely got bumped off of that flight, and I was like, I asked them. I said, "Hey, can you perhaps bump me from this flight and put me on the one tonight?" And they're like, "Yeah, we'll give you a credit." And I'm like, "Do it." So I let them bump me. Now I got like 6 hours until my flight. So I fucking went and rented a car at the airport, and I drove over to the Varsity, and I sat there and ate chili dogs and chili fries. And then I drove around Atlanta a little bit, and then went back to the airport. And like, you got the car until tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, my flight's in an hour. I gotta go. I actually did that. It was totally worth it too.
I remember, almost every show we went to when we were going to like the Coca-Cola Amphitheater or whatever it's called.
Hit the Varsity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Varsity.
Saw 2 nights of Pink Floyd right there at Bobby Dodd Stadium, and that's right next door to the Varsity.
Yes, I went to both shows too.
God, man,
I think one of them we had a bus.
Yes, the first one we had a bus for, and that one it was kind of hot, and it was kind of the weather was gross.
Concert caravan.
Yes,
remember that?
Yeah, we had a whole bus. We had a whole bus of listeners, and I didn't ride on the bus because I didn't want to deal with all this.
I got in trouble.
What did you do?
Remember?
No.
You don't remember me getting in trouble?
No, because I wasn't on the bus. I drove.
Because I made somebody pissed because they came on and they made us wait.
Yeah.
And it was a real clear. We're leaving at a certain time.
Right.
Literally, the whole bus is, and here comes this guy.
Oh, so he was late. You guys left him behind.
No, we let him on, but I'm so glad, I don't remember what
Why
jokes
would you get in trouble for that? Oh, because you.
But I lit him up.
Oh,
yeah, I lit him up, and then he called the station.
Yeah,
and left a voicemail on. I guess it might have been Rick's.
Oh,
I know it would have been Curtis because Curtis would have been laughing.
I wish we. Oh, did we play that on the air? I don't remember any of this.
No,
that would have been the best thing. Oh my God!
And then the next day they were playing again. I went again.
So the next day, I didn't have tickets for the next day. I wasn't supposed to go, and I ended up buying a Mustang. There was a GT350 in Atlanta that I wanted to buy, and the guy was like, "Yeah, I've had a couple of calls." I'm like, "All right, the old couple calls. All right, I'm gonna come up anyway." So my ex and I drove up there, and we bought this car. And I'm like, "Well, Pink Floyd's tonight. Let's go buy some scalper tickets." So I went and found some. We got great seats right along the side of the stage, and it was cold, and it was drizzling rain, and it was a little windy, and the laser show and the smoke. It was so much better the second night.
And it was like they were. I remember we had it. I think including the bus ride, it was $100 and something. It was expensive.
Oh yeah.
I think the tickets at that time, nowadays time, you got to. That's why I always compared to this when I'm talking to my wife. Paul McCartney's coming to New Orleans, right? And the cheap seats or $700.
I mean, he's the last, touring
and
Beatle.
I said, yeah. So I said, I paid $100 for Floyd. No.
Paid $100 for Biff. Come on. And how much of an asshole am I not to ride the bus with you? What's wrong with me? Why am I driving?
I don't know, because if you were there, you would have helped me out. We double teamed them, and they would have said that was just a show. Those guys everybody was laughing. I must have been on point because I know I wasn't drinking that day.
You're ripping that guy, though, were you?
Yes.
Hey, Mark, he embarrassed me. He made me look like a fool.
Yeah.
So did you get in trouble, or were you like, yeah, the guy was late. What do you want me to do? We're having some fun.
I did, but I had to call him and apologize to him, and we had to give him T-shirts and tickets to another concert. Oh, well, I realize now. I didn't realize this back then. I knew he was a douchebag, but I didn't know he just hated me.
He hated you?
Rick.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if Rick hated you. Rick hated the station. He wanted it to be country. He didn't want it to be rock.
So he was like, so he was not going to ever.
Wasn't going to cut you any slack, huh?
Where Curtis loved the station.
Yeah.
Nathan was just a sweetheart of a person.
Yes, he was great.
He would, so I would.
Yeah, then Rick
never had
comes
any
in.
issues till he came around.
Yeah, Rick was evil. He was the embodiment of evil.
The only one that we didn't like, that didn't like us back in the day before he got there, was that redhead.
Who was the redhead?
The sales manager.
The hell was the sales manager's
Well,
name?
she was always trying to bother us with
trying to
make money
God, she's
off of us and not giving us any money.
She's on my secret murder list. I can't think of her name now.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She's
She's
was always trying to make money, but she never wanted to give us any money.
She got us a new van, and she was all excited because she got $20,000 in trade to get us a new van. I'm like, that's awesome. We're going to get this bitch a new van because our van was always broken. And then,
$20,000, you could have got a brand new van.
So she apparently got $20,000 for a new van, and she brought us this 1984, like Ford panel van, delivery van that had 220,000 miles on it. It was $20,000. Like, this is worse than our old van. What do you mean? We should have. And she just got away with it. Diana, that was her name.
Yes.
I will say her damn name, and she's on my secret murder list of if I could get away with it. Yeah, I would probably still. I do remember something about her that I started to feel bad for her, and then I remembered who it was, and then I still felt bad for her because it was. Do you remember what happened to her son?
No.
You don't remember this?
No.
This is the only time I ever saw Serena wear a dress. No?
Did he die?
He did die.
Did he?
He was an
himself?
idiot. He was a teenager. He was a kid. And he was playing Russian roulette with his drunk buddies.
Oh, no.
And he won.
Oh, boy.
Or lost.
No,
Do you win or do you lose?
You know what's... Oh, my God. Sometimes I just really get sick to my stomach when I realize just how self-absorbed I really am.
You don't remember that?
No.
Wow, I remember that. That was a bad time.
That's sad that I don't know it, though. Yeah. That's really sad.
That's just how much you cared about Diana, apparently. Or is it Diana?
I cared about people in general.
I don't care about her.
I was in my own little world there. I was still trying to piece together my, whatever that was, marriage.
Yeah. And you were somehow doing a morning show. You did all the work on our morning show, and you still were doing all that other stuff, huh? Yes. I don't know how you had the time.
I don't know how I had the time. I don't have time now to do nothing.
Yeah. All right. And now you're not even drinking or smoking or cheating on anybody.
No.
What do you do all day? You know what? Don't answer that. Okay. I go to a lot of doctors, and that's how it starts. And then, you know what?
No, I go to the gym. And that's about it.
All right. He goes to the gym. He takes a nap. Has a little...
No naps. I don't like naps.
You have a little sandwich for lunch around 10:30,
no,
11 o'clock? No,
I eat my dinner at 11.
11. All right. Then what?
I eat dinner at that time.
Then you go to the Golden Corral at 3. What happens?
No, that's it. That's my dinner. No, that's it.
You're done?
That's all I eat.
11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, anywhere between 11 and 1. Yeah, I'm all right. When I called you, I just got home from dinner.
You're not going to eat the rest of the day?
No.
How do you do that without like snacking at night?
I don't know. I guess I just kind of train I train my stomach not to be hungry, but when I want to eat, I just have to tell myself no.
All right. Well, somebody needs to tell me no, but I live alone. There's no one here but a dog.
Yes.
And the dog ain't talking.
I don't like having the what do you call it there? I don't like
the fatties.
I don't like being real heavy anymore.
Yeah, no, me neither. I don't like it either, but yet I'm doing it. And I'm currently blaming it on my bad knee that I need to get replaced. But we're not going to start talking about health trouble right now. We're going to go because I'm on vacation. And by the time we get back and we do the next one, I'm going to be back from vacation. And hopefully we'll have survived 3 nights of the widespread panics.
And hopefully while you're gone, I'll be going too. I may be, wait a minute. That's not going to work out very well.
Why?
Oh, wait a minute. No, you'll be back before I go down.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone the following week, and then I'm back after that.
Okay, good. Only for a week then.
Right.
Okay, cool. All right.
And if not, I'll have my laptop with me. We'll figure something out.
Okay.
All right, man. We'll have a great week. And God, I thought we were going to be done here 20 minutes ago. We probably should have ended 20 minutes ago. Yeah. Sorry, Chris, for having to sit through all this. If you did, text me if you did sit through this, Chris, because good for you if you did.
Yes.
I don't expect a text.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one, Mark.
You too.
See ya.
Erica and Mark. The Phone Call.